Thank God it's Friday.
Yes,
Are you not excited? Are you not excited that today is Friday?
Well, maybe.
I am, because I won't be at work tomorrow.
That was the first thing I said when I came in this morning, that it's over.
It's over.
What is over?
She walked into the studio this morning and she's like, I'm so glad it's Friday. At least I won't get to come to the office tomorrow.
I struggled.
And I'm like, okay.
I struggled this morning. I think it was because of the rains yesterday. I was so relaxed. I had a sound sleep in a very long time.
Likewise. I didn't leave my bed until 7. I swear.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. And the weather was so cool.
Yeah, the rain. And of course, you know, when it rains in Lagos, it brings all of its attendant effect. A couple of our colleagues had to sleep at work today, last night, especially those who stay on the outskirts of Lagos.
In Ogun State.
Let's
Let's be specific. Let's rub it in very well.
Joy is here this morning. So, I mean, it would be nice to also call on the attention of the Federal Minister of Works to the Long Bridge. I think the flood there is really bad, and of course it caused attendant effect all around here yesterday. Was really bad. So there's a need for the Federal Minister of Works to go back to site. I think also Julius Berger are still on site. If there's anything they can do to find a meaningful solution,
It's going to make a mess of that.
It's going to make a mess of that project. I mean, a lot of people are happy that that project was completed, and now you cannot afford to ask for the rains to come, because if you ask for the rain, you probably will also ask for strength to sleep on the bridge all night. So I think it will be nice for the Federal Minister of Works to please go back to site and see what can be done to alleviate the sufferings on that axis.
Okay, but on my side of Lagos, it was a shower of blessing yesterday. There was no floods in my own area, and I enjoyed the rain.
Was there power supply? No.
There was no power supply.
The supply was, because of the thunder
was really bad
it was
yesterday.
bad, and, you know, it affected a lot of things in my house. My voltage regulator, 4 of them gone bad.
I think that's why sometimes they seize the power when it is raining, so that when anything happens, at least the minimal effect the effect will be minimal. But at least the rain has stopped. Please bring back the light. Abi? Because we didn't have light all night until I left the house this morning. Yes, there was no light.
There was no light. We have even up until the time that I left home.
There was no light. There was no light.
Which band are you?
Band B.
There's band BA and there's band BB.
Okay.
So some of us are on band BA. Why some are on band BB?
Well, they say we're on band D.
Band D. Band D. So that means he has 6 hours of supply. It's band D that has 4.
6 hours.
Oh.
They say we're on band D.
Okay.
All right.
While some enjoy the rain, some people suffer for it.
It's always like that. It's a mixed reaction. Sometimes some people don't even pray for the rains at all. While some will say, like, huge showers of blessings. Those who slept on the road yesterday won't agree there was showers of blessings.
Definitely.
And we'll say shower of...
You know, there are some things that we trigger ourselves through our habits. And the fact that, okay, we're in the rainy season now, does not give anybody the right to start trashing your dirt inside canals or drainage channels in your area. If you do so, water will find its level and you suffer for it.
It will. All right, be that as it may, it is the Friday edition of the program, and of course it promises to be quite an interesting conversation today. We will be staying with the entertainment sector all around the program today, about movie and the creative industry here, and of course Adebimpe and Joy will also still dance like they danced last week. It's dancing galore. Thank God Adebimpe said this Friday.
Hey.
What a way to start the weekend. Okay, so of course,
I think they had a meeting before coming on set this morning. All these shine that they are. Look at them. And it's the same.
They had to look at themselves.
Okay, I didn't even notice.
It was telepathy. There was no dress code. All right, let's take our news points for today. Let's start from the Center of Excellence. Joy.
Shock, disbelief as Benue IDP's camp record 200 babies.
Joy,
why are you interested in Benue? This is
Starting from the
Lagos.
Center of Excellence.
Where's your mind?
You said Joy.
She wants to farm.
Oh my God.
Your mind is
Camilla, right? We are quiet. Don't worry, you will still contribute. You will still, all those thoughts that you have in your mind, you will still come out with them. Okay, let's take the last story, Joy.
Okay.
Okay, I guess Joy wasn't prepared for that story. So, while we give our time to get ready, I think we can now take the IDP story.
Shock, disbelief as Benue IDP's camp records 200 babies a month. And this rider is very, very interesting. Sleeping with our wives makes us happy, ease our pains. This is coming from an IDP. Network this morning.
Oh, you are in shock.
Okay. Okay, there is no gain in saying that Benue State is currently the hub of internally displaced persons in the country, with about 17 or more IDP camps housing over 1.5 million IDPs, including those sheltering in the host communities. The state is no doubt facing a Herculean task catering to the needs of these persons of concern. The IDPs were forced out of their ancestral homes following repeated attacks and siege by armed herdsmen who are bent on defying the extant grazing law in the state. They're just enjoying themselves.
Who are the fathers?
They're there now.
The fathers are there. The fathers are the farmers
of the IDP camp.
Yes, no.
Or federal government officials. Or the cattle rearers.
All those that are in the IDP camps, be it residents, be it workers, be it, I mean, they're all there.
Cost fertilization.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
But I'm just saying
for
here that
200 babies every month.
I don't know how they are doing
And they
it.
are multiplying.
So they are not hungry. They don't want to go back home.
But are they going to be there forever?
They shouldn't be there.
They shouldn't be
It
there.
should actually be a stopgap, but they've been there for quite a while.
Because the story says
Because
they've
they
made
haven't
arrangements for them to leave, but
They are not leaving.
They are not leaving.
There's free food.
There's free food now, free of charge.
and they're
There's
not
no free food.
and they're not
So
going
it's
to
not
work.
anyhow.
You see sometimes when government also is harsh, doing certain things, the populace will wonder, but they are your responsibilities. So if your homes have been resettled and you can actually go back home, is that why they're not going? There's free food, there's free diapers, free healthcare, and that's why they are multiplying.
Unchecked. Multiplying
Bringing
unchecked.
these babies into
I
the
think
world.
I think they also need to, since it's a government facility, they should also start introducing family planning methods.
Yes,
Exactly.
I think so. I
Yes.
think so.
Probably.
Because the people there are so relaxed.
So if you don't want to go home, you cannot be procreating. Double responsibility now. Feeding father, mother, plenty children. Okay. Enjoy.
As if they are not farming
now?
Somebody said they are farming.
And somebody said they are farming there. Oh. They are farming. Are you being farmed or you are not farming someone?
Oh, you are farming someone.
Famine is going on.
So when are they going to harvest?
They've harvested already now.
Somebody is being cultivated. Somebody's soil is being cultivated.
Okay, let's go. Joy?
Here in Lagos, Sanwo-Olu assures LASU students of access to FG loan. The governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has said the state will work to ensure that students in the Lagos State University, Ojo, fully benefit from the federal government students loan being administered by the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. He stated this at the 27th convocation of LASU. He says, I quote, "We aim to foster a generation of innovative thinkers, problem solvers, and great leaders who will drive sustainable development in Lagos State and beyond. We will also, as the Lagos State government, work with the Nigerian Education Loan Fund to ensure that the new national student loan program opens up to students of state-owned educational institutions in Nigeria as promised, and without delay, we will ensure that students of the Lagos State University fully benefit from this laudable policy." End of quote.
The loan is for everybody, and it's good that Mr. Governor had promised that it will ensure that everything is done to ensure that students of LASU and every other tertiary institution in Lagos State also have access to the loan. And then the icing on the cake for me during that convocation was the fact that the governor gave the best graduating student a sum of 10 million naira. In some other states, they would rather give you 1 million naira or 2 million naira.
Lagos leads.
Exactly. And, you know, the governor setting the pace, and that will also spur other students to read ahead of the next convocation of the school.
Well, I think even going by what Mr. Sawyer said days ago when we had him on the program, he already said that the loan will be open to state tertiary institutions. I think what Mr. Governor and the rest of, you know, those in the education sector should be telling the students will be for them to ensure that they key into that policy and find. But you remember that Mr. Sawyer said many states in Southwest are not on the portal and they're not assessing the loan. So that is what we should begin to talk about, that it is open to everyone. The second phase is here, and students in Lagos and Southwest generally must key into the initiative. But minimum wage correspondent.
Minimum wage is still in the picture. Minimum wage talks. Labour gets restive as federal government plays waiting game. For the second day running, after Monday's nationwide strike, the federal government negotiating team yesterday failed to make a fresh offer to the technical committee on the new national minimum wage as the 5-day deadline to end negotiation draw nearer. This is even as the SGF, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, yesterday said Labour committed treason by shutting down the national grid during the nationwide strike that was suspended on Tuesday. The delay by the federal government to present a new offer beyond the 60,000 naira it offered last week, Vanguard gathered, is causing restiveness within the labor movement. Recall that the organized labor, NLC and TUC had on Tuesday, while suspending the strike, said the definite nationwide strike is relaxed for 1 week from Tuesday this week to allow the federal government to commit to a concrete and acceptable national minimum wage. Now the federal government is playing the waiting game and Labour is getting restive. And there's another angle which was introduced by the SGF, which ought to have been tabled before they suspended the strike. That's the controversy surrounding the shutting down of the national grid.
All right. Today is June 7.
Yeah.
So it's Friday. The tripartite committee is also expected to come up with a resolution later today.
Yeah.
Let's see where that will pan out, even though we do not even know what the figure above 60,000 will be as we speak.
But there are speculations there.
Speculations at 105, which government also again vehemently denied yesterday, saying that it is not official.
It's not official yet.
I really do not know what is official, but until put in black and white on the table, we will know what exactly the new minimum wage will be and if Labour will accept the new minimum wage. So it's a waiting game on the side of FG and Labour. The final news point today is Bill for Creation of Olu passes first reading in Reps. So now, according to the new bill, there shall be 37 states in Nigeria. When we're still talking about viability of states, so we're now coming again to say that there should be one Olu states created or carved out from 3 states. Abia, carved out from 3 states, that is Imo, Abia, and Anambra. The bill is also seeking to amend and insert a new paragraph immediately after the Ondo state and before the Osun state paragraph to read as follows: State Olu, capital Olu, and the local government areas here listed. The lead sponsor, Ugo Chinyere, told journalists that the proposed state will be carved out from Imo, Abia, and Anambra. He also told journalists that when the state is created, Idi Ato will emerge as a senatorial district. He appealed to his colleagues at the National Assembly for support to ensure that the bill scales through a second reading. Please, what will be the importance of Olu State? Are you from Olu?
No, I'm not.
But she's from Abia. But she's from Abia. She's from Abia.
Creating Olu states, I do not have anything against anybody having their states, but this will create more problems because people will come from Southwest now
You remember?
Which we want
State.
Ijebu
State.
We want Ijebu State, which we've been clamoring since 1999.
As we speak,
Representing
we do
Southwest.
not need any other state. There are some states that are barely surviving now.
Yes, now.
You shouldn't actually be looking for how to even, the ones that were created, find a way to even merge them. States are not paying 30,000 minimum wage. We are still battling to create, and then you want to create another state. Why are we like this?
In all those
Politics.
states.
Everything is not politics now.
It's politics.
Problem on ground.
Everything is local. Okay, because it is Friday. I
just hope that the National Assembly will be wise enough not to go this route.
I hope so. I hope so. Let it just be a bill that after passing second reading, they will throw it out.
Well, it will die naturally.
However, let's go on the X platform today and take a look at what is trending. Of course, it's Friday, so we'll choose to stay with the entertainment sector today. Pictures flying on the X platform. Idamu Adugbo. Abi, how do they call him?
Portable in America.
He's in America. He's in Atlanta. Having the fun of his life with Omo Babolowo, Davido. And I know this boy from Osun State. Abi, is it not from your state?
Yes, no. He's Ajibola's brother.
Hey, I did not say
He's
that.
Ajibola's brother.
Yes.
The Portable will come back and come and do a song. On this particular, and did you see him flashing the gift that they
Yes, sir.
Emmanuel? What? And I'm like, oh, boy.
Thinking about it, they are from the same states.
That's
Portable is not
true.
from, I don't think they know.
Where is he from? But Davido is from
Davido is
Osun.
from Osun. Portable is not from Osun State.
Where is Portable
Where is he
from?
from?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
He's from Osun.
So they are doing solidarity. He's from Osun.
Brotherhood.
He's a brotherhood.
Okay, so of course you see pictures there in Atlanta, Davido and Portable having the fun of their lives, and Davido was just looking at him like, okay, what have I gotten myself into? But of course, just Portable having the fun of his life.
Well,
You
you know,
can
as controversial as Portable is, the guy is going places.
yes, it's actually
know he
I
yes.
think
For,
he's thriving on that controversy.
Yeah.
No, I just think because his music, his style of music is different, and his lifestyle
And what about his
is
What
conduct?
different.
about
His
him?
co- Yeah, I think that is what makes
Maybe
him
that's the
unique.
selling point.
Yes.
I didn't think it would last this long.
But he's making money. Oh.
the guy is cashing out. Abi is cashing in. How do they say it?
And he married,
Yeah,
and he married former Alaafis wife.
Powerful there.
Okay, just leave him. Okay. Those are the news point as well as the hashtag for today. We will take a quick break. When the conversation returns, the first conversation it will be, and today we're talking about Nollywood, the creative industry, and the role of the National Film and Video Censors Board. Join us after this short break.